Good afternoon. I am Angel Vazquez, founder of Angel Vazquez Ministries. The webcasts you're listening to right now and its version in Spanish are brought to you and sponsored by Angel Vazquez Ministries. I want to thank all of you for your generous donations, which allow us to bring this webcast to thousands of people all around the world completely free. If today you would like to make a donation to Angel Vazquez Ministries, please visit our website, innerlightstar.com. Again, our website is innerlightstar.com. Our topic for today is God's unconditional love. If you're anything like me, you have at one point or another asked yourself questions like, how do I know that God loves me unconditionally? Does God ever stop loving me? Where do I find God's love in my everyday life? Let's start with the first question. How do I know that God loves me unconditionally? First, God is loyal to us. Hebrews 13:5 reads, I will not in any way fail you, nor give you up, nor leave you without support. I will not in any degree leave you helpless, nor forsake you, nor let you down, or relax my hold on you. I will not. This presence we call God, Father, I am, promised to always be with us no matter what. Today, when I look back at times in which I have been on my knees, throwing a to heaven and screaming at God, why, oh why, I can see Him there with me, even though then I couldn't see Him. In moments that I relapsed during my years of struggling with drug addiction, in moments when I let someone I care for down, in moments in which others let me down, I look back and I see a loving force being patient with me, waiting for me to look up, to open up my heart, my ears, so I can listen to this loving voice and caring Father. I see a being ready to love me and adore me. I look back and I see this force that has been there all along patiently waiting to be heard, to be embraced. If that is not loyalty, if that is not unconditional love, then my friends, I honestly don't know what love is. I wish I could express my loyalty and love this way each and every time, in every situation, but the truth is that sometimes I just can't. I honestly just don't know how. In moments like this, in which I don't know how to express God's love with my brothers and sisters, I pray. I pray that one day I will be able to express God's love every single time, no matter what situation or circumstances I find myself in, so I can experience God's unconditional love fully in my life, so I can know in my every bone, my every cell, that God truly loves me. Another reason that we know that God loves us is because God is faithful to us. 1 Corinthians 10:13 says, no temptations has overtaken you that is not common to man. God is faithful, and He will not let you be tempted beyond your ability. But with the temptation, He will also provide a way of escape, that you may be able to endure it. When I read Corinthians 10 verse 13, I cannot help to see another way that God tells us how much He loves us through His faithfulness. He created this world for us. He knows our trial times. He knows how much we hurt sometimes, how much we suffer. He knows how many tears we'll cry for what at times it will seem to us like an unfair exchange for a glimpse of joy and happiness. And because He knows all of these things, He promised to be by our side, to be with us every step of the way. He promised to give us the strength and the power to overcome all things. He also promised to all of us that He will not allow on us more than what He created us to handle. We can all agree that it is in moments of great despair, pain, and sadness that we come to understand how strong, loved, powerful, and cared for we are. Unfortunately, in this world, sometimes the only way we remember who we are and who is with us is by going under. But in those moments, God's unconditional love shows up in our life through His faithfulness. As I always say, do not tell God that you have a problem. Tell your problem that you have God, and that He will deliver you and see you through this no matter what. Another way that God tells us that He loves us is because He believes in every single one of us. John 15:16 says, you did not choose me, but I chose you and appointed you so that you might go and bear fruit that will last, and so that whatever you ask in my name, the Father will give you. You did not choose me, but I chose you. Those are powerful words. Of all the souls, people, babies, men, and women that could be right here in our place, God chose you and me to be here. No mistakes. He's a wonderful God, and He saw that everything was good and rested on the seventh day. Of all the things that could have been created and appointed to be here, right where you and I are, God chose you and me because He saw in you and me what it was going to take to live in these times. He saw in you and me the strength, the courage, the dedication that those around us were going to need to be inspired, to be their very best, and to serve God's purposes for our life. God believes in you, in your dreams, in your aspirations, and in everything you do. God believes in you. Let me say this to you once again. God believes in you. God's loyalty, faithfulness, and faith in us are just a few ways that I have come to know God personally in my life. I encourage you to take the time to look closely to your everyday life and make it your goal to find God's love and presence in your life. Spend time in silence, in nature. Look for the things that you can be thankful for today, and there you will find God's love and in His presence and reach of your His presence at the reach of your fingertips. Sorry. Does God ever stop loving me? God's love is eternal and transcending, and as His name and His power are, is. As God says to Moses, I am that I am, which to me not only means that God is who He is, but it also means that He cannot stop being who He is, and nor will He ever want to. Love never ceases. Things, circumstances, and places can and will cease to exist or change, but God's love for us never changes and never ceases to exist. 1 John 7-8 said, Beloved, let us love one another, for love is of God, and everyone who love is born of God and knows God. He who does not love does not know God, for God is love. Where do I find God's love in my everyday life? I'm going to answer this question by asking you, where is God not present? I believe that it takes more faith to believe that God doesn't exist than to believe that He does. Look for Him where you are now. Look for God's love in this webcast you are listening to right now. This is no mistake. You were drawn to this webcast for a reason that perhaps you do not know today, but here you are listening to it and walking towards recognizing God's love in your life. Take every step you give today as a signal of how much God loves you, especially those moments that are not so clear to you why they are happening. Open your heart, open your ears, open your eyes, and God will show Himself to you. This concludes our webcast for today. Thank you for listening and for meeting with me in the gap. Love and blessings to you all. Again, my name is Angel Vazquez, founder of Angel Vazquez Ministries. Please visit our website at www.innerlightstar.com. Thank you so much, and God bless you. Bye-bye.